This is my back patio. I'm building raised bed gardens here. I've had a problem with crab grass here in the past, and I've tried to grow some things back out here. And what I've read is to go ahead and lay down the bags of dirt, topsoil, and just cut them open. And then that way the plastic underneath is smothering the crabgrass. And as you can see, I've got some things that are growing out here. There's some fennel. This is purple basil. I have some banana peppers and some jalapenos growing up here. But see, you can see where the crabgrass encroaches on the area. Right over here, I attempted to grow some broccoli, but it was a little bit too late in the season. I have some mint growing over here next to my water barrel. These are irises here. You have some basil, lemon balm, and lemon thyme right over here in the corner. And these are going to be haricots verts. For the layman, that's French green beans. And then there will be some sage that's growing in front of it. I intend at the end of the season to enclose this with cedar board. And right here is, as you can see, black tarp. I'm getting ready to add another section to the back side of this fence. Right now I'm going to trim out the crabgrass and get it going. And I'll also enclose that at some point in time with the cedar plank board, which is good for all weather and not using any type of treated wood, which might leach into the soil. These are my tomatoes. This is 15 days since I did that last video in which I showed you a lot of what is going on out here. These are butternut squash, and up here we have crooked neck squash, which have the little squash on them. You might see a little bit of squash right in there. And we have cucumbers. Gotta spray them and I'm going to use a soap treatment because I don't want to use any chemicals. And these are jalapenos, and you have a cherry tomato plant right up here, and more tomatoes right over here. And what's come up out of the ground right here is acorn squash, and I'm going to trim all this up. I use these bricks to line to get cantaloupes started, so they have their own special dirt mixture. And then I'll let the vines grow back up towards the fence. And then I'm going to grow watermelons right down in here. And we have okra in front of it. So this is my ever expanding garden horizon. And I'm going to do another video that will show the steps taken to grow the raised beds over crabgrass to try and get a good start on this stuff. And it's an ongoing cumulative project. Okay, we've laid the black weed-proof material in place, and now one by one we'll lay the bags down over the top of this and angle it, and that'll be the beginnings of our raised bed garden. You'll cut the bags open, and from there you'll have something sort of like this. Although not aesthetically as pleasing as some would want. Okay, this is the best way to get the immediacy of being able to build a garden at a point in time over a piece of property with a lot of crabgrass on it, which is, no matter what you do, it's going to come up through everything. So if you want to plant some herbs or vegetables, you might want to think about this idea. If you have a piece of property that isn't tenable because of a weed infestation problem. Right here you can see that I have the bags in place that I'm going to use for this raised bed garden. Okay, the next thing I'll do is I'll take and I'll cut open the tops, and we'll go from there. Okay, as you can see, I cut open the tops of the bags of topsoil, and I busted up the topsoil that had been compacted with a pitchfork, with the tines of the pitchfork. And now I'm going to add some sand. Well, I'm going to add one more bag of topsoil to this. And then I'm going to add some sand. And I'm going to add some sphagnum peat moss. Okay, and it'll pretty much look like this other side you'll see. And then it'll be ready to the other side. And it'll be ready to be seeded. Okay. And there, folks, is the raised bed garden, fully amended with peat moss and sand to make the soil more light. As I say, at the end of this summer, I'll enclose this with a cedar board, and from there I can even take it and put a greenhouse over the top of it, or not a greenhouse, but turn it into a well. And there you go, folks. This is fully amended. It's had sand and peat moss added to it to make the soil more airy, give it more aeration, to help the roots develop. At the end of the summer, I can enclose this with a cedar plank board, and I can turn it into a cold frame where I can raise lettuce. And next year I'll get some soil from one of the companies around here and have a truckload brought in, and I'll just add this up, and hopefully I'll take it up another 8 to 12 inches, and I think that will be a good project right there. But as I say, this is the cumulative strategy, and I hope you see where I'm going with this. I think that you can do this into any areas of your house where you just want to start a garden. You can go out and do this yourself, and it's pretty inexpensive. The topsoil was on sale for 99 cents this week. It's normally $1.29 right now. So there's 11 bags of topsoil in this. A bag of the 3 cubic yard or 3 cubic foot peat moss was around $9, and the sand was on sale. I got it for around $2 a bag. So as you can see, totally there's no more than about $13–14 in this project right now as we speak. And I can add whatever seeds that I want to it. I'm probably going to add peppers to this. I've already got herbs on the other side. So all I can say is go for it. Go do it. This is a way to make your house self-sustainable. And I'll show you some other tips later. I hope that some of y'all will try this, because it certainly does work. The stuff is growing great.